Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and merciful. Respected brother and sister, today we will know that what is usury and what its and effects on the pupil and on the society. Dear brother, should it ban amongst the pupil? Let's know the facts about usury. Usury means that charging of interest on a loan. When we study the ancient history, then we find in many society also ancient Christian, Jewish, and Islamic society was considered wrong or was made illegal. Throughout history, various domains from ancient Greece to medieval Europe have condemned loan with any interest, though the Roman Empire ultimately allowed loans with restricted interest rates, and the Catholic Church in medieval Europe forbade the charging of interest at any rate. Dear brothers, as Bible Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 19, you shall not charge interest on loan to your brothers, interest on food, interest on anything that is lent for interest. But, my dear brothers, when we look next verse, we find that they were permitted to charge interest on loan to foreigners. My dear brothers, the Bible condemned usury, but most of the loan we know of in modern terms come from banks. The Bible doesn't speak much about this. The study showed that usury acts against smooth business operations seriously as it increases price level and inflation, discourages productivity works, causes unemployment, and denies justice and equality, and so on. That is why the Bible, Proverbs chapter 22, verse 7 says, the rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is the slave of the lender. My dear brother, as we all know that Islam is always in favor of peace and prosperity of human being and does not support any unjust or repulsive thing like usury. Islam wants to establish justice and equality between financiers and entrepreneur in order to ensure smooth business operation as well as for smooth business development. That is why in Islam we find receiving or paying interest is deemed to be a major sin. The word riba in Arabic, which means exceeding or increasing, it is very commonly translated to mean usury or interest. As Quran says in Surah Imran, chapter 3, verse 130 to 131, O you who have believed, do not eat riba, that is usury or interest, and other unlawful gains, double and redouble, and be pious to Allah that possibly you would prosper. Beware the fire prepared for those who ignore Him. Respected brother and sister, the main reason riba is prohibited that it makes the rich richer and the poor poorer. Interest is seen as increasing the gap between rich and poor humans in society. My dear brother, another verse of Quran says in Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 161, and for their charging riba, means usury or interest, while they were forbidden from it, and for their devouring of the properties of the people by false means, we have prepared for the disbelievers amongst them a painful punishment. Respected brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed to trade and has forbidden riba, as mentioned in Surah Baqarah, verse 275. In short, my dear brothers, riba is an exploitative arrangement that keeps the poor in precarious financial circumstances, as the poor are stuck with ever growing debts, whilst the rich increase their wealth without creating any extra value. The rich make money from their money, and the poor pay to use money. They don't have, thereby cementing the gap between the rich and poor. Okay, my dear brothers and sisters, I hope you liked this video. See you again with a new video. Allow me till then.